Hey guys, my name is Siniac and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines here in Foolstown. Guys, last episode we kind of messed around with the transport system. We kind of deleted a lot of things, got some new lines set up. I've kind of expanded off that as well. Since last episode, she's got some brand new public transport kind of routes on the go. We also added in that highway expansion too, which is leading on to when we build our industrial dock area, which hopefully we can make a lot of progress on that today. I got a few extra mods installed, a few extra assets that we can really, spice things up with that kind of area. But we're going to pretty much see what we can come up with, because I have a feeling this is going to be probably the most difficult thing I've ever built in the game. We're going to see what happens, but there's been a few improvements anyway. I'll quickly go over those before we get straight into it. I added this over here, this little sticky out bit. For the water treatment plant, because when the water was coming down, it was kind of flowing back in and causing some backlogs, and we got some dips because the water was flowing in there rather than going down the river. I've kind of stuck that out a bit to just help with the flow of water, and it kind of seems to work. We have a solid flow of water. Doesn't look too shabby. Looks really, really good. So hopefully that continues to go. We've got the boats back up on the go right now, so they're pretty much stopping off. And going through the canal system as well. I just want to kind of see how things change. And also, the subway systems. I've expanded off them too. We only had these ones down here. We've now got a big loop that comes around and goes up, as you can see there. A loop that goes through the middle. We have a loop that connects up the two sides of the river. And we have another loop which goes up, down, around here. And that's all connected. So we don't want too many subway routes. That's the kind of problem we had last time. And look at how many people are now using them. 5,000 people are using the subway network, which is amazing. So we've added in some boats. Added in this good subway network, looking pretty good. We'll see how that goes on in future episodes. And I've added in one bus route. So as you can see right now, it starts here. And there you go. So you can see, pretty much see it there. It just kind of goes up here. I want to keep the bus routes nice and small. That's pretty much what we want to do. But it seems to work. We're having like 100 people using that one bus route, which is really, really cool. In terms of money for the public transport system, we're making so much of the subway network. As time goes on, it's still ticking over. So hopefully we can turn a profit at some point. So we'll just literally see how things go. So let's think then, and let's kind of now start on this whole kind of dock area. We have a big mound over there, which we could actually thin it out a little bit. I don't know. We'll kind of see how things go. But what I need to do is to create this pretty cool dock area. So it kind of comes down gradually right there, and we kind of stick it out a bit too. So we can create these cool areas. We're going to use a lot of the quays as well. To kind of border stuff off, and we can have some, the transport system set up on it. Now, when it comes to the boating stuff, we're going to be using these cargo hubs here, because they have the trains connected to them as well. That'll be pretty cool. I've also got some extras as well. We can drop this like kind of boat for decoration in, like a what's it called? A cargo ship. A big ship with all them containers on. We've also got, which is hard to see at the moment, but like a shipyard. We have a, what's this one over here? This is like a warehouse, like logistics center. And we also have one of those things, which at the moment, it says it can go here, but it's actually backwards. A thing where it's got the little ramp on to let boats go in. What's it called? It's a key with a ramp and a crane. So we're going to get, hopefully, some of those in today, which would be pretty exciting. So it's going to be a lot of terraforming going on today then. Let's see what we can come up with. So let's bring the brush size up a little bit more. There we go. And we'll take it from about there. And let's hopefully see if this is high enough. This could be too high. But I'm just going to get a feel for how we want this to go first. So this is where the dock's going to be. It's going to kind of lead up to there and come kind of slightly round as well. We'll kind of play around with it. Because I eventually want to put like an airport somewhere on here too. Maybe push it out into the middle a little bit more. So it's all about just playing around and see, how it goes down pretty much. So that's going to stick out to there. Oh, if I take off this here, how much? Do you know actually know? You know what? That's actually not too bad, is it? Right, if I stay at that level in terms of the terraforming there. So we could have this one come out to about here. And I want to do like some cool little designs or kind of stuff with the other ones. So bring this one up as well. So I'm gonna create two just simple rectangles like that. Nothing too crazy off them. And then this one, what we could do is bring it up and out like this. And create, just with the land, like the dock areas. We'll bring it a bit more there. Make it a bit more chunky so we can get roads and all sorts in. So that creates a little indent there. And then we want some like smaller ones as well. So we'll bring this up a bit more. There we go. And then a smaller one. So we'll have this over here. So when I say small, it's more going to be like in terms of the width of it. So where is the current boat route anyway going? That's what I need to know. So it kind of cuts across. And that's something that I can't actually change, is it? So with that in mind, there we go. We're going to push this back slightly, this one. There we go. And the same with this one too. Let me just kind of, again, see where the boat is just passing through there. So back a bit more. There we go. And then we kind of like hook that out there. So we've got to play around with it. We'll make it all look really sharp and nice and clean when we get the little quays going around the border of it. Because we're basically also semi-creating a little marina, if that makes sense as well. Right, where does it go up to here? So up to this point there, it starts to kind of go further away a little bit there. So this is looking pretty good. Look at the amount of water just throwing itself all over the place right now. We're really going to shake up the sea. The sea's not going to like this one bit. One bit, I tell you. Right, okay, and then we'll do another one there. And then this one, we'll kind of put... So there's a little boat there, a little ship, so we can kind of tell how much it sticks out. Well, we can have this sticking out, should I say. There we go, just kind of fine-tune it. The keys will make it fine-tuned anyway, so I ain't got to worry too much. Just want to make sure we get the basic outlines of how we want it to look. So this is probably something that will kind of change over time. The more and more we build upon this. But it's just ultimately we want to make sure that it looks half decent. So let's kind of also create a flat piece now for this. There we go, stick it all out. Nice. And then do the same, just kind of going around the edge. So we can have maybe like trains running through it or something like that. Okay, right. Looks a bit crazy. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. But it's going to be so damn good when it's done. We're going to concrete the top of it and everything like that. It's going to be amazing. So I just want to make sure that we've pretty much squared it off as much as possible. We can throw little boats in between the middle, stuff like that. So, yeah. I'm pretty much happy with how it's kind of turning out so far. I feel like I want to add in just something a little bit extra over here. So what if I stuck this out just like a little bit more? Because you can put all like cruise ship stuff on here as well, which will be quite cool. And then just bring that round to there. Yeah. Big fan, big fan. Right, okay then. So, let's go to the water then. Let's get the little quays up here. And this is going to be quite the difficult thing now, is making sure this all fits in. So, we'll try our best right now. So, let's start. See, this is the issue we're going to have. You can see the issue straight away. I think it's more the shoreline at the moment is not really there. Because we're waiting for the water to disperse. So if I did that, that creates a solid corner there. We'll have to like do some more terraforming as well. Right, let me do this here. No, not a fan of that one. Let's delete a bit more. Right, I can take it up to there. And then we kind of go across. So it doesn't really like it there either. Right, not bad, not bad, not bad. Bring this up. And then in. Right, this is looking good. So if I go straight to here, which works, then this is not liking that connection. Oh, why is it going underground and I delete? You are so crazy, game. Right there. Right, it's really not liking this little corner bit, is it? Right, so if I... There we go. See, this is what I mean. It's going to be quite difficult to get as much of this set up as I want it to. But we should be able to get the majority of it done. I'll just stop there a second. Because the shoreline is disappearing from us. We got to wait for more water to kind of enter that area. That's another issue we're now facing. Nice. Right, we got to make sure this is all low enough as well that the water flows in. But it's actually going in the right direction. Right, a few little changes here and there we got to make, but we're definitely doing it, guys. We're definitely doing it. Right, let's get this area set up then. So, if I bring it up to here, straight across, and then there. Right, where can I cut it in here then? Oh, nice. Right, let's do the same to this then. So it's going to be there. There's the turn. Boom. Alright, this one's going to be quite interesting now because it kind of sticks out a bit. But I suppose we could do something like that. Not so sharp. Looks pretty good. Right. Okay. Let's get this little corner finished up then. Nice. And then the finishing touches over here. Right, that's pretty solid. To there and to there. Right, it's looking good. It's definitely looking pretty good. It's a bit weird when you zoom out as well because there's little dents where the terrain has kind of set itself in. But we can play around with that. We can get all that sorted momentarily. So let's go back to the leveling then. So if I choose that level, and that is how deep the little dock area is going to be for the water inside. So we'll set this up for the outside, then we'll sort the inside for the dock area as well. It will make the water flow in as well. So push that in as much as possible. We're going to be making a huge dent to the sea. Just for setting all this up. It's going to be crazy. Alright, let's get this all in here set up too. Okay, any last bits as well? Or we can do this one over here. So the reason you would kind of make it deep here, because obviously you want the boats to come in. You don't want it to be a high shoreline inside, because then how are the boats going to dock in this area? Right. That should be good. And then the water should all flow in there quite nicely. So now we have time to sort out the edges of this. So reduce our brush size then. So we can ultimately go right up to the... I think we need to make it a little bit bigger. Trying to sort this little area here out. There we go. Let's get the little ruffles away. Nice. We'll go a bit bigger as well. Look how cool this is now looking. So it's not going to be perfect everywhere. We'll just get it as perfect as we can. Right, just here too. It's all overflowing again, which I'm finding so hilarious. Right, oh, sort the edge of that out. Right, all good in the hood. Okay, so that's our little dock area pretty much set up for the most part right now. Doesn't look like much at all at the moment. It looks really, really weird until we get everything that we want on top of it. So should we paint the surface area first now? Because if I did, obviously it'll be all concrete. This whole area. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Reduce the brush size over here. And then hopefully, before you know it, the water will disappear. So the edges will fine-tune eventually. We just want to make sure that we've got everything that we need in for now. Up the sides a bit more. So, because we don't know where the concrete is going to stop. So if I just put it for there now, it's pretty good. Okay, so we got to kind of look at then where we want these, because the space already occupies, but we got to make sure that the boats are able to get in and out. So where's the best little sections for it? So you got to see where it flows. So we're not going to have everything on the inside, even though that one would fit in pretty damn sweet. We'll have this one there then. So we can actually see them coming in and out of that area. So the terrain there is too high. Even though the connection will be good, we don't kind of want like that stuff to happen. So we've got one there. We'll add an additional one here. Because we got to think of, you know, that's an area, this is an area, this is an area. We don't want too many of these areas. We need to make sure that they can export all the goods pretty easy. So one there as well. So that's 3 export areas. Now, do we do smaller ones that don't have the train connections? They're a lot smaller, and you can get away with a little bit more on these. So you can have one there. Can we get one on this side? No, they're going to argue about it. And we could have one here. I'm trying to think of traffic right now, or one that... No, we'll have one there. So I'm trying to think of traffic and how the traffic would adapt to it. But that's all part of the challenge, really, isn't it? It's all part of the challenge. I'm just wanting this to kind of hurry up and get rid of all the water. Okay. Oh, wrong one, wrong one. So we also have harbours too that we can drop down. So harbours is what people, you know, they use for like provides an outside connection for passengers to the sea, so they can go on tours, and it's like just brings people in. And again, this is something that's quite difficult not to add in, but we want to make sure that we've got a good connection. So there's no point in pointing it over there. We can put some makeshift stuff over there. So I can have one here and one there on the outskirts. And this is the fun part now. So these things are a ramp. We're going to see if we can do something with this. It'd probably be beneficial to put it on this side. So I want to see if I can get away with doing something with this first. So using the move it tool, we're going to rotate it if I can. Because we can use this to be the end piece. Rotate a bit more. Right, I'm just going to put that there for a second. I want to see what I can do with finishing up the key here. Right, I can actually go right up to the top there. Okay, so we'll take that, place that there, just move it down a little bit so it goes slightly in the water. Push it back a bit then. There we go. So that goes slightly in the water there, which looks pretty good. Right, the painting tool. Change the brush size. And then get the terrain to pretty much level itself out up here. And then just move this slightly up. And there we go. Then we got a little section there for people to drag their own boats in. So it's just a little thing extra in there. The water's still trying to disperse itself. It's crazy, isn't it? It is crazy. But that will eventually go over time. So other stuff we have as well, we can place in our ploppable ships. So they might look a little bit weird to begin with, but it should look pretty damn cool. So we'll have one there. We'll have one just there. I feel like I want to place a couple in this area. So one there. One there. There. And also get in. Ooh, if I can turn it. One just there. So it looks like there's actual ships now in the docks. And we got to put little paths, little service roads and industrial roads all around it. Man, I really wish this water would disappear. Is it because this is so low? These keys? I think it is. Right. Select that one and bring it up. So again, we still got to do some more fine tuning then, haven't we, really? Because all of this is still... Oh, some of it is a little bit low in places. Right, so that's high enough there. Make sure it's all high enough and all there. This one's not. I can't. There we go. I can select it now. Just bring it up a bit in the corner. Make sure it's all high enough everywhere. Oh, spinning all over the place right now. So it looks all high enough there. I think it was just there then. I think I may have semi-fixed it, but we'll see over time. All right, let's bring this down. There we go. Right, anything else looking a bit too high? Or can we get away with it all? Right, I think we can get away with it all then. Right, it's all good. All good. Okay, right. So we need to kind of think about roads then. Roads to enter this place. Okay, so I think we'll do like a... Shall we do like like a highway road going past there, so it's like quick and easy access to get in and out. You're just straight onto the highway system. Do we do something like that? Like kind of like, because it basically comes down here and goes round, and then we'll kind of wall that off of some sorts. But it's all how we kind of enter this place right now. It's quite tough. Or should I do the roads inside of here first? I feel like I should be doing that. Okay. So roads inside then. I don't know whether to do like we should do like these big medium industrial service roads first. So if we went with this then, this is what I mean by it's so difficult now to kind of, you know, to try and decide how I want this to work. So if I did like a right, let's start it here. An industrial road there. We'll bend it. Like that there. So if that went on the edge of the dock area, let's get rid of these so we can add some bends on. Right, let's put the snap back on. The snap, crackle and pop. There we go, and this can act as the border to this area. We can do the concrete painting. So just get in the little final bits there that need doing. All good. Not sure what we'll do this, but that's, you know, for another discussion, another time. And same here too. But there we go. The main road's coming down there. So off that then, we can decide what ultimately we want to try and do. So we'll have a road, a medium road, filter down here anyway. So we'll kind of have it go through the middle, right? Kind of as the way to kind of connect these areas up. Now we're not going to do it on every side, just where we kind of need the bulk of it. So we'll have... Right, so that's obviously... Well, we should really think about connecting this up first. Like that. We'll have one over here. See, I'm thinking we actually get away with not having a big one over there. We need the bigger ones more here, don't we? So yeah. Well, let's see. From here... Well, first snap it there. There. And directly up. Because I want to add all the decoration and stuff around the roads either side. And then we'll pretty much have one go directly up there. So they're the only big ones that we'll have in. And the other ones will be all the small industrial roads. So, from this then, we need to create these connections. We can have a one-way industrial road as well. So they come up and they turn in there. And then turn out that way, meaning that... I'm trying to find the correct way to do this. No, it doesn't sit right, does it? Right. But obviously, if they want to get to this one, they've got to drive down here to go past it. So we could also create... We should really create like a two-way cutting, shouldn't we? Like that. So you can cut in and go down there. It looks a little bit weird and stuff like that, but don't worry about it too much just yet, because we are going to decorate it and make it look pretty cool. So we'll bring that up as well. That up to there. Right, I'm taking the snapping off now on this side so I can really filter this. So that's there. Then we'll create a straight connection like that. Alright, put a snap back on now. I can go straight over. And create a cut through connection like that. Right, we've got to play around with different stuff now, haven't we? So if I brought that down to there and then to there like that, but create a bend instead. Well, it's a slight bend. Really, isn't it? And that can go straight. Like that. Okay, so we're working with this area first then. Doesn't look like much. Remember that, it doesn't look like much just yet. But let's start to add all the cool stuff in. So we have stuff like dropping this in. All the shipping stuff. So we want like a space where we can drop it either side. Bit there and there. Right, it'd be cool up here too. So let's get out of this view. Let's bulldoze you and you. You and you and you. Let's get some of this in this side then. So some there, there. And how does it look? It looks realistic, doesn't it? It does, but I feel like we can do a better job with this. So delete all this for now. And we'll come back to it in just a second. So let's say we go there, and how much can we fit in on here then? Quite a bit. So if I place one there, I then do one next to it, one next to it. And then if I stuck a road out, we can get one in there. One there. And one there. That looks more like it. Let's actually get rid of that one. And these. Thought of a better idea. Alright, bring that up. Oh, that's turned, hasn't it? Oh, it's not quite possible to squeeze an extra one in, but that's okay. Because we can fit them all down there. And then pretty much having to just follow itself round, aren't we? So we have this road that connects to there. Now, do I make other stuff go through? Hold on, transport. Because we can also drop down, plop down offices and stuff like that. So if I squeeze in like an office just there. It's more like a warehouse kind of thing, isn't it? It's the vibe we're kind of getting off this. Yeah, I kind of need to make it feel like there's more shipping docks and stuff down here. Obviously not too many, but we got to have enough to make it look semi-convincing, haven't we? Does look good though. Does look really good. So this needs to be connected up there in some way. So we kind of go for that kind of approach. It's overflowing again over here. So again, all about that fine-tuning, boy. Right, I should actually like select it. It's weird, it comes in waves, doesn't it? Okay, Okay, what are we on now? Oh, I wonder what was going on for a second there. Right. Hold on. It's gone all weird now, hasn't it? Okay, so I'm now building underground. What in the world? Look how much flooding there is. Oh my goodness. I told you we were going to create some chaos with the waves. I just knew it. Freaking knew it. Right, okay. So let's get back to where we was then. So we do a straight... Oh. I'm not a fan of that, to be honest. I'm not a fan of these roads. Going down here. Okay, we'll delete this one. That's too close. Let's go back a bit. Right, if I do that... A small little loop there. Then how many of these can we squeeze in? So we start here, one there. Apparently I can't build on water. Is it all flowing over? See, that's the one thing that does us in slightly, is that. Right, we'll do the roads then while we're waiting for it to pretty much clear. So, right. It's all about now thinking how many can we squeeze in. We should be able to get like one either side if I do the road right. Still not allowed to build on water. So we're waiting for the water to disappear. Wow. I wish we could do a button where we could just clear water. It'd be handy, wouldn't it? How do these look? These look pretty cool. So, right. I'm going to pause the game now then. While there's some free space over here. I can't square that factory in. But there's other stuff we could get in. You know, like the unique factories? Or we have like warehouses. That can store and hold stuff as well. We can squeeze like these into all the little nooks and crannies and the gaps. So what do they hold? Stored products. That's pretty much all it is. And they're actually functional too, which is quite cool. So what can I squeeze into these? So these go into all the little nooks and crannies, which start to fill it up too. And that's too big. That's too big. Let me get some little sideways ones. So this is going to be one of those things, like we don't know how over the top it's going to be until we run the game over time and see how it changes things. Right, can I place these down over here now? No, it's still telling me I can't build on water. I'm not building on water, game. Alright, we got some big warehouses we can squeeze in some parts. We'll go with a big boy just there. And then create a little cut through. There we go, just trying to bulk up the area pretty much is what we're doing. Alright, let's create what we need for these then. So that pretty much goes up to there. We'll have that go to the end. We'll have one stick out there. And I suppose we'll just make this go a little bit further. Just up to there for now. Can I paint that? Yeah. I can make that connect. Right, has the water disappeared yet? No. But can we squeeze it in yet? Yes, we can get one in. We almost got away with it for a second, but no, we're not going to. Right, back to those warehouses anyway. So we can get little ones placed along here. Can't squeeze any of those in, but we can get a couple of these. Get these, which are a little bit bigger in certain areas. Right, please tell me the water's now gone. Wow! Right, is it still looking all good? I think the water's leveling itself out as well, which is pretty cool to see. So we'll just see how it goes over time. So back to these actual other type of factories that we have. Anything that could be beneficial? Food factory, sneaker factory, because they are pretty big buildings, aren't they? We just want some stuff that looks kind of cool and will be a perfect fit for these areas. So if that was there, how ridiculous does it look? It does look kind of ridiculous, doesn't it? So delete it, because they are going to be functional. So we're going to see vehicles coming to and from them. A shipyard. Oh, a shipyard. Oh my goodness me. Right, going to drop that. Right, let's put it, yeah, here. It should be the perfect little spot for it there. There we go. Where they build their own boats. How cool is that? Right, anyway. Can I get this in now? Yes, I can. So connect that up. I also don't know how many of these connections I should be doing. So I don't know how much traffic is going to be technically in this area. So that's going to be fun to find out, isn't it? Right. Get a couple more of these down and some hotspots. We have a couple of ships that we can place down. A couple more of these smaller versions of warehouses. There we go. So we can place a lot of stuff along here too, but I am not entirely sure what I do drop along here. Because the road pretty much bends. Alright, warehouses. Too big. It's just pretty much what we can, where we can. I could be going so over the top right now. Alright, placing as many buildings as possible. Then we'll add some more decor. So what kind of decor do we have? Like, well, we can put fences and stuff like that, but I'm thinking like props, vegetation, rocks. Is this the props here? Yes. Anything industrial? Nah, not really. Park maintenance. Drop a park maintenance building down, that would be funny. We have this stuff as well. Fishing pier, fishing tours, jet ski rental marina. Put some marinas down here. Now we'll drop it there instead. Looks a bit weird, but I'm going to go with it. What's wrong with this? This building is flooding. Do they know it's not a building? It's now slightly flying, not just flooding. Anywhere else that says it's flooding? No? Okay. Right. So this is going to be a work in progress. It's not going to be finished anytime soon. There's a lot that needs to be done. But if you guys got any cool suggestions of what we want me to add to this, let me know in the comments section down below. We're going to need to make sure that we have a really good connection to the highway for this. So we're going to try and figure out what the best option for us is with this. Because obviously, of course, I want to use a roundabout. Of course I do. It'll be stupid not to. Because, I mean, what do you think's going on right now? There's not an industrial type of this road, is there? No. So if I delete that, and then pretty much connected this up with the good old connection we do everywhere else. Is that having one connection there good enough? Is the question. Is that going to be good enough? Or do I have one over here and then one over here? That's probably the better option for us. Alright, it makes sense in just a second anyway. So if I dropped one there and had the other one over here. Delete that. Delete that. Because I have a feeling there's going to be so much traffic over here. We're going to really we're going to be struggling with this. That is my thought behind this anyway. Let's get these connected. Right now, so boom, ba-boom, boom, ba-boom. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? I really like it. I really do. Okay, so they're like that. Now, do I get them to like another roundabout? It's just going to be too many roundabouts, isn't it? But that's kind of what I got to think about, though, is that type of connection. So for now, what I'll do is I've got an idea. All this is right now is a for now idea. This is literally all it is. So if I create, I need to make sure I get this on the right side. Yeah. So if I create a road here going up, and then on this side a road coming down. Again, this is just a for now idea, guys. So off this we have there and that. We're going to connect these up in a triple kind of connection. Well, we're going to hope we can connect them in a triple connection like that. So let's delete this back a bit. And let's just connect the obvious first. Alright, let's bring this up a little bit more. So that's an obvious connection there. But of course, we've got to make sure every road goes its own way. So let's first start with this one. So I can create... Alright, I'm going to take the snapping off. So I can create something like this. That brings them down that way. And then for this one, it will be up in the air. Like that. I don't like how that is so straight. Right, we can use the move it tool anyway. So that connects over to there, fine. Goes down there, fine. That's everything that you want that road to do. This goes down there, fine. Goes down there, fine. Everything that we want that road to do. It says this one now also needs to connect to this. So how would I do that then? That's going to be quite interesting, isn't it? Right, if... hold down Alt anyway. if I move that, rotated it so it fitted in a little bit more. There we go. Is it possible for me to bring alright, if I bring that up there and then go straight. It's not possible for me to do something like that. It's going to be ridiculous. So what I could do, like that, and then right, delete that one. I told you this is going to be the weirdest connection. I mean, I could just stick another roundabout here and just solve the whole problem. I really could. But I'm trying to avoid doing that. Do I have any triple connections anywhere? Wow. A bit over the top some of these are. I could just stick a roundabout there and solve that, because you know your boy's all about the roundabouts. So why change things? Why hide who I am? When I can legit just drop around. Right, I'm going to ask you right now, guys, who in the comment section is straight up hating me doing this? Don't care, it's who I am. Deal with it. Right, gotta make sure I upgrade that to the right road. Right, let's get these connected then. We're going roundabouts off roundabouts. Right, I will point out though, this is not the finished article. This is not the finished article. Because we don't fully know how we're going to do this. It's just a for now approach. So if you guys want to give me some ideas on how we can improve this, or what type of approach that you would go for, let me know in the comment section down below. So we're just going to do it so it is connected. Look at that. A roundabout to choose what roundabout you want to take. Genius, Seniac. You are a freak. Where do you get your ideas from, Seniac? Where? They are so good. So good. Right. Bring it up to there. Bring that to there. And then that to there. And we'll create some beauties. Some beauties of bends in just a second. Right, there we go. Let's get these connected. So that's connected like that. Again, not the finished product. I promise you, okay? We're going to make sure that these have got water. So we're really just doing this because we're not finished. And the reason we're not finished, because I kind of haven't said why, is the fact that we don't know how the traffic's going to flow. We don't know how much traffic is going to be in this area. We don't know what we need to change. So until we've got a finished product, that's when we know how we want to direct the traffic flow. So we need just to kind of get traffic in here first to understand where it flows, where it goes, to understand how we want to do the roads. That's just pretty much it, really. That is the approach we're going to be wanting to take. So the majority of these semi kind of connect when it comes to electricity. But we need to make sure that they do connect via electricity. So we're just going to have the most basics and simples of connections. Straight to there. Straight to there connects, and everything should be up and running. Apart from these ones. And as we fill it up with more, I'll get some more assets as well. So we can pretty much get this whole place up and running. So we just want to wait now for the first vehicle to arrive, or how they arrive, where they choose to go, how the traffic is going to be looking. It's going to be quite interesting. So we'll add some policing over here then. We'll add a police station down. So we'll kind of put it in the dock area just to kind of benefit it a bit more. So it'll be good to, let's just kind of throw it in here. Same with fire. So what's small enough I can squeeze in? One of those. We'll do a little bit of death care too, crematorium. Just because that is pretty much what these guys want. When it comes to garbage then, get our beautiful incineration plant down. Handle those garbage needs. So where'll be a good spot for this that I can squeeze it in? Right, where is... Do you know what? Where is a good spot for... Oh, I can squeeze it in there. Does that look a little bit weird on the edge? No, it all looks like it's a part of it, doesn't it? It is pretty cool. So basically what we need is some freestanding assets and decor for this. So if you guys want to give me some links maybe in the comment section down below, or just some like names for some of this stuff that we could add in, that would be pretty cool. Because we've also got to connect these via the train network too, and that's going to be a lot of fun trying to get those in. We have to bridge them over. That's why I left some of the gaps that we can work with. So there's ultimately 1, 2. Did I place? No, I didn't place another one in. Is what we need for the train network. This is apparently flooding as well, so bring it up a bit. See how things go, but it's going to be quite interesting. We know, are these vehicles coming along, or are they garbage trucks? Biofuel garbage truck, yes. Good stuff. Alright, apparently you're not connected by water, or you don't have the water. You should have the water now. Okay. So vehicles are making their way down, which is good to see. The long trip down right now. They're making their way down here, so we won't really find out till next episode how much this is broken and how much it's not working. So again, just bear in mind it is a work in progress, because there's a lot to add to this. There's still a lot more stuff I need to add to it, and I want to add to it, and it can't be done in one episode. So there's a lot we need to physically add in. This system is not going to stay. I will promise you that right now. This whole system here is not staying. We got to create something a lot cooler than this, but we have, at the moment, our own little dock area in. Still a lot of work in progress we got to do. But how's the river anyway? Let's check everything else out. We had any dips or anything like that? Nothing that I can see. No dips right now. So it looks like the river is working. I feel like I fixed the river. Do you reckon I fixed the river? I feel like I have. Which is pretty damn dope if you ask me. Right, vehicles making their way down right now. There's more garbage trucks. What's this over here? Driving out of the city. Oh yeah, because we have the harbour, don't we? So they're legit driving down and getting out of here. Alright, the garbage truck now is going to pick up some stuff. What's your issue over here? Balanced, stored resources, none. We have to kind of select all the resources we want to store in there as well, which we eventually get all that done. But we don't know what we're going to store in there just yet until we get all the other industrial buildings up, because we can have a bunch of industry down here too, where we can add all that in. Seeing more vehicles now use this road, which they once wasn't before, and now they've got a reason to get down to our little dock area. So any of these boats coming in for this? I suppose we won't find out just yet, but it's pretty cool, isn't it? Again, it is a work in progress. So I do need the free placeable assets that don't require to be connected to a road, that I can fill in all the little nooks and crannies. So if you got any ideas, again, what I should place in, give me some really cool ideas and suggestions of what assets are out there, what I could grab to really bring this place to life. That would be pretty damn cool. It would be, wouldn't it? It'd be nice to add this to like a wall or something, or drop this road down. There's lots of things that we do need to do. I want to place in a lot more boats as well. I'll try and get a few more little ships, like how we got these 3 placeable ones over here. Get a couple more of those in, so we can really bulk this place up. But it's a good start, and that is exactly what it is, a good freaking start. Look how many vehicles are coming now. Where are you going? You're driving out of the city, so they are going to be using that as well. So we do have this here, which we can now get rid of, unfortunately. Delete this road as well. It was a one-way road, so we're going to get rid of that. And let's see, one with trees. Yep, why not? Bend it round. Put the green stuff back down. All good. So get rid of that export area now, because we no longer need it. And I don't know whether I should get rid of this harbour too, and just have them all come to this side instead. Would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? More bio trucks coming through. Yeah, boy. Right. So like I said, then it's going to take a while before we start actually seeing trucks and stuff using this, because obviously the sheer speed the game is currently running at, it's very, very slow. Oh, there we go. A boat now docking. It's got 10 passengers on it currently right now. So we'll watch this come up. There we go. Watch them get out of it. Oh, some of them are coming to it, which is pretty cool. But you should see some come out as well eventually. Not sure what they'll do at this point. Would they get onto... Will they get like a driver car themselves? I don't know. Lots of vehicles moving on in. This is pretty cool as well. We need lots of material. We need plastics and stuff like that. We need that so we can get over here. But it's going to be building boats. That's pretty much what it's going to be doing, right? It's going to be cool. So we're going to end it for here, guys. Again, this is a work in progress. We said before, you comment saying how ugly it looks or it's not finished or anything like this. Just remember, it is a work in progress. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Just before we do go, I want to see the public transport network at the moment. 5,800 people are using the subways. Wow, I got that one bus route and it's 148 people are being transported by it, which is crazy to see. How much money are we making on the public transport right now? Are we making any profit? The subways are making profit. Oh my goodness me. The buses are quite expensive, but we have depots everywhere that we just still have, and you know, bus depots everywhere that we're kind of paying for. We're just not using them just yet. So we eventually get that up and running. Look how much we're making from taxis. Damn. That's crazy too. That's all because, though, the other networks get bumped up because we did delete a lot of the other kind of stuff. But anyway, guys, we're going to end it here. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, smash that like button. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So good.